Hi, how are you? I hope your weekend was great. I am checking in. I know it's Sunday and I don't normally do my videos on the weekend, but I have to work all day tomorrow and then I've got date night with my husband. So I know that you guys think I work all the time because I do have a full-time job and then I run my website outside of that. And that's true most nights, but tomorrow's date night, so no video on date night. So I'm kind of catching you up. I know that the last time I talked to you, I told you I would tell you about the cricket story. So, oh my God, at the board meeting we were talking, I wanted to write an email. So there's a company in Richmond that we did some business with, and it didn't work out. And so I told them that I wanted my money back. And they said that if they gave me all of the money back, that they would go out of business. So they were willing to give me half back. So they just finished paying me half my money back, just about half my money back. And so I was thinking about writing an email and saying, thanks, and just because you paid half back doesn't mean that you shouldn't have paid the whole thing. So maybe if you come across any extra duckies in the future, you could kind of slide those our way, because really we deserve the entire amount back. So I was asking my board if I should write that letter or not, and they were like, no, don't say thanks for paying you back. He owed it to you. But then they were like, well, you have to let him know that, karma is karma, and just because you pay half doesn't mean, it means that, when you come back in the next life that you're going to come back as a cricket. They said a cricket. Cracked me up. I mean, everybody was laughing, and it really just put us in a good mood. So anyways, I may or may not write it. I'm not quite sure. They said that if I wrote it, I'd have to send them the draft. But I mean, when things like that happen, you just have to let it go, right? Because if you're going to be bitter about it, you'll never get anywhere in business, and stuff happens. So you just kind of have to try to make better decisions going forward and learn from it, and that's all you can do. But I just think the cricket kind of thing was cracking me up. I had that vision. I'm like, now you're a person, and then you're a cricket. Anyways, I know that I told you I wasn't doing any networking because I was going to try to do a bunch of online things. And so I only went to one event this week, and Twestival is a networking event for Twitter bugs. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do some networking, I'm going to do something with people who are very social. And so, look, there's me and Wit in the photo booth. How funny are we? Crack me up. So that's Freeze Frame Photo. Love her. And she was at the event, and Whit and I got in there and did funny things. Anyways, we also did film our first episodes for Styles Ground Up TV, and so we're really fired up about that. The intro is being produced this week, and I think we'll launch next Monday. Woo! It's so much fun. I'm in my workout gear. Can you tell? Looking buff. Didn't put on any makeup. Got my hair in a ponytail. Love you guys. Anyways, okay, so what I want to talk about tonight is that it occurred to me today that I'm getting so busy that I'm not reading as much as I used to. And I've always heard that readers are leaders. And if you talk to anybody in business that is really, hitting it up and doing a good job, they'll usually tell you what book they're reading, because you can't grow if you're not reading and learning, and there's only so much of that you can do, without putting the good stuff in. So I'm going to start reading 15 minutes a day. That's it. When I was in Amway back in college, they said 15 minutes a day. I mean, that's a good habit to make, and it's doable. So no matter what profession you're in or what business you're building, you can read 15 minutes a day. And if you'll just commit to that every single day, you can get it done. So we're going to do that. And I just read The Viral Loop. It was awesome. I'd like to read it again. I shared that with you guys. You can read online. I mean, there's a lot of good content online, but I'm not talking about, Jennifer Aniston breaking up with so-and-so and so-and-so. That's not the kind of reading I mean. I mean, you got to read the good. So either read business information or market information. You can read magazines if you're not a bookie person, but you need to be reading things that are feeding you in your business. So got here for my business, the #1 folks that are using my site right now are brides. So information like, you know, bridal magazines where I can see like what the vendors are, what the brides are doing, you know, who I should reach out to, what possibly, you know, where we could get written about, that kind of thing. Other good magazines that I read, I subscribe to Entrepreneur, awesome magazine, and oh my God, Inc. I love it. I love Inc. magazine, and so those come every month. And then here locally we've got Richmond magazine, also very awesome. And so I would just suggest, if you're not reading a book, you know, pick up a magazine worth reading in your market or about business, and commit to 15 minutes a day. And so if you do that and it starts to work for you, or if you've got a book you can recommend for me, that would be really awesome. I want to know about it. So tweet me. Find me at RSVPhere, or my contact information, my email, and my phone number are on my website. So just write to me and say, hey, Case, you should read, you know, fill in the blank. I heard Good to Great was really good, and I haven't read that. So I think maybe I'll pick that as my next book and let you guys know about it. And maybe I could give you some, like, I don't know, things that I love as I read them as I'm blogging. So 15 minutes a day, we can do it. All right. Have a good one.